It is Comics Should Smell Good, coming to you live right now, but not live when you watch it on Wednesday. But yes, Casey, Morgan, Will, we were all back. The Mr. Monkey Sam behind the camera, as usual. But you know what? It is Wednesday. And as usual, as the Earth has not been destroyed and everything is, routine, it's new comic books. Yay, new comic books. There's really a lot this week. We're going to let Morgan start over there.
Okay,
Yeah.
Well, why don't we start with some good old meat and potatoes comics right here. Avengers number 5. I think we can declare now that all different Avengers has finally hit its stride. Mahmoud Asrar has taken over the art duties from Adam Kubert after the first 3 issues, and with him and Dave McKay on this book, it's looking about as good as it's looked since, Bendis New Avengers days. Back when he had all those A-list artists on it. I mean, save for, the 5 issues of Hickman's Avengers that Dustin Weaver and Jerome Opeña drew,
Oh my God.
This is some of the purest looking actual superhero team art I've seen in a while. And the dynamic is really there between, the younger heroes, Ms. Marvel and Nova, and Miles Morales is in the book, too, and, all the older veterans, Sam Wilson as Captain America, the new Thor, Iron Man's still there, and Vision, who's actually, getting really, really, really creepy, they're actually reflecting all the changes going on over in Vision's main book, and he's getting real sinister here, blackmail level sinister.
But Vision's always been kind of creepy. Actually,
yeah.
In fact, Vision's always been very unsettling to me. He's a strange character. Very strange character.
But very marriable, according to Scarlet Witch. She saw something in him.
Apparently. From Marvel Comics again, you might have heard about that Deadpool movie that's coming out. Guess what? There are more comics than normal. Instead of 1 shelf, Deadpool has 2. He's rivaling Batman. Soon there will be the Batman Deadpool, and then, we just won't sell any other comic books and we'll just sell back because that'll probably pay our paychecks. Joe Kelly, Ed McGuinness, bringing you the 2nd issue of Spider-Man and Deadpool. The first time, apparently, they've officially teamed up in, a real comic and not just, they've appeared in one of the others. We also got reprints number 1 back in, which were very, very popular and went right out the door. So if you need some Deadpool and some Spider-Man and some double joke cracking and punching of faces, then this is for you.
And we've got more Deadpool because it is the 25th anniversary, and if you're an old-timer like me, you remember when you were looking through the New Mutants for the first time, and you're like, who's that cool kind of mean guy in red who's taken on Cable and X-Force? Why, it's Wade Wilson, the Mark with the Mouth. Not only do we celebrate a great movie, but it's his 25th anniversary. This is Jerry Dugan and Scott Koblish with a hilarious, super violent, as you would expect from Deadpool. Plus, it's this gigantic issue. It's got a whole bunch of other stuff in there. It's super thick issue, and it's also got the Mercs with not the Mercs with the Mouth. He's the Merc with the Mouth. I'm sorry, the Mercs for the Money, which is not a new band. It's his kind of new side group he's doing with Cullen Bunn. But a lot of fun, more Deadpool fun this week to celebrate the movie, and we've got a whole mess of Deadpool shirts on the rack that are just hilarious as well.
So much Deadpool
So there's
merchandise.
a pool, a gigantic. It's not just a pool; it's an ocean of Deadpool here at Xanadu this week.
That's right.
Yeah, there's a really cool Tyler Crook Terror Incorporated story in there. He's the artist off of Harrow County, of course, with those creepy, gross watercolors. Really works for, the color of rotting flesh.
And Stingray. Stingray's one of the Mercs for the money.
Stingray. The fact that they brought him back.
You gotta
Oh my
love that.
God. How
What
long
about
is he collecting
T-Ray?
dust for?
Not even
Dude, I
Stingray.
love
but
T-Ray. I would love to see him
Poor
come
guy
back.
can't even have,
Man.
a better, He's just gotta be T.
His mask was a Band-Aid. It was amazing. Anyways, enough nostalgia there. It's time for Brave New Worlds, like in Warren Ellis's Injection.
That's a scary world. Actually.
Yeah, it's a terrifying one.
I'm good with that one.
You were not brave enough for
No,
this.
I'm good with that, man. I don't like sandwiches enough to be willing to wade through it.
I certainly do. And there is a really great follow-up to the deadly ham sandwich of the last issue. This cannibalism little situation they've got going on. But I really, I've said enough about this book before that you should know at this point, it is a Warren Ellis book. It has characters doing very, very Warren Ellis-y things, and there's a very Warren Ellis-y story going on.
And it actually comes out on time.
Yeah.
Very unlike Warren Ellis. Yay.
I don't know if he comes out of his house at all.
No, I don't think he does either. I think he posts on Instagram once a week or once every couple of weeks just to show the world he's alive.
Right.
That's about it.
The only other person that sees him is whoever delivers his whiskey, I'm sure.
Yeah, right? Because he doesn't go get that. third issue of DC Comics and IDW Comics crossover, Batman and the Turtles. This is freaking awesome. Yeah, really, really amazing. James Tynion writing, Freddie Williams doing the art. I just read the first 2 issues, and there was lots of action, there was lots of ninjas, there was lots of pizza. It's just really good. Shredder in this issue, Shredder versus Batman, which, you know, probably got my money on Batman because it is Batman, but Shredder's huge! He has, like, his fists and his forearms are just, they're bigger than my whole body. But yes, much love to the Turtles and Batman.
Old Man Logan number 2. Here's what's going down. As you know, Old Man Logan from the future, he is the lone survivor of a future in which all the villains took over and beat everybody. He was tricked into killing his fellow X-Men. He lost his beloved family to an army, not an army, more like a crazy gang of family of Hulks. So because of Secret Wars, he's now back in the all-new Marvel. Now, he's hanging with Extraordinary X-Men, but this is kind of his solo venture on the side. Jeff Lemire, Andrea Sorrentino. It kind of is this kind of haunting, kind of Pale Rider, Clint Eastwood kind of thing. You see images of that future that was set up in Mark Millar's storyline, but you see what he's doing now. Old Man Logan is on a mission of vengeance. He's already taken his first person on his kill list. I won't reveal who that is. And I will not reveal who else is on the kill list. If you know the Mark Millar story, you can probably guess. Well, you want to come in here and read the story. But he's going to be going headlong into a collision with a Hulk, but not just any Hulk. It's the totally amazing Hulk. So Amadeus Cho and Old Man Logan, the young Hulk and old Wolverine, what's going to happen? What's going down? Find out this week.
And also from Image this week, we have got the latest installment of their trademarked ill-fated teenagers book, No Mercy, featuring on the cover here one of the more likable characters out of the book, Deshaun. Unfortunately, the last 2 characters to show up on the cover of this book have not had a great time.
I was going to say, that does not bode well for him.
So let's see if he keeps both of his eyes, you know, manages not to get strangled to death. We'll see.
Maybe.
We will see.
No. And a double shot of serious awesome comics from you from local publisher Fantagraphics. We have the annual Love and Rockets New Stories, Volume 8 by Jaime and Beto. And we have Comics Dementia, collecting Beto's short stories, some stuff that hasn't been collected since the 90s. This is part of Love and Rockets, or Fantagraphics Love and Rockets collection, which collects everything by story and creator rather than, say, original chronological way that it came out. The first page of this Love and Rockets comic by Jaime, it really makes like 80% of the other comics on the rack just look like crap. I mean, like, genuinely, there's so much passion in this one page that I don't even know if you need the rest of the book.
You do.
Well, okay, you do. But dear God, that's an amazing first page. There's something about the brothers, the Hernandez brothers, that truly, truly are magical. And yeah, it's definitely an exciting treat when new Love and Rockets come out, which is only once a year, kind of like Christmas.
And there is so much passion in your pitch for Love and Rockets. I love it, and I have to appreciate it. Speaking of love, this is the moment that Batman fans have been waiting for. As you know, kind of after Convergence, at the end of Endgame, Bruce Wayne kind of lost completely everything that made him Batman, his memory. He's been an amnesiac. Jim Gordon stepped up as the new Batman. A weird new villain called Mr. Bloom kind of emerged in Gotham City. This kind of picks up from the last moment when you think what's going down. He's got his memory. He goes to the Batcave for the first time. It is not what I expected. Scott Snyder definitely blew. I was like, it's not what I expected at all. If you can't have Greg Capullo on the art, Yannick Paquette, I hope I said that right, is the guest artist, who they worked together with Scott Snyder on. He worked with him on, and he worked with Grant Morrison on Batman Inc. So they're here together for what happens in the Batcave and inside Bruce Wayne's mind. It's trippy. It's just one of the things. It's not just a crime adventure with Scott Snyder. It's all in its psychology. Just come and get it.
All right. My next book here is another Marvel. This is Radioactive Spider-Gwen #5 by the normal writer Jason Latour with guest art by the amazing Chris Visions.
Yes.
Really one of the most exciting artists in the business right now. Everything that he does just has so much energy in it, and it's just looking at the guy's original artboards, like, that is some of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life.
And the Dead Letters trade just came out recently, the second part.
Yeah, the
of
series did just conclude as
Yes.
well, I believe.
Yes.
This issue is focusing on Detective Frank Castle, though. Familiar sounding name, although slightly different in this universe. He's got a beard going on, there's that. Also, he still has a badge, which is amazing. Honestly,
Yeah, actually,
with the
how
rage
does that
issues
work?
this guy has.
Speaking of rage, what happens when you don't put pants on a giant dinosaur? Or giant dragon? Well, you know, he eats Hulks, I guess. The new issue of Totally Awesome Hulk.
It's totally awesome.
Is totally awesome. Frank Cho has drawn the best Fing Fang Foom since Stuart Immonen in Next Wave. This probably isn't quite as funny because nothing is as funny as Next Wave. I'm sorry.
This is true.
But Frank Cho is truly one of the best comic artists these days when he deigns to do a comic book, you know, once a year or whatever. But there's this She-Hulk in the beginning here with these thighs. Freaking amazing. Like, this is what I would think She-Hulk would look like. And yeah, there's a lot of big beatdown. I mean, when you've got the Hulk, you need to put him up against other large green guys. This is why large green people exist in the Marvel Universe, so they can punch it out with each other.
Pretty much, Drax is proving that point.
This is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Greg Pak understands this. He's like, the hell with it. Let's just roll
Yes,
with it.
yes.
And you should read Drax, too. That book is awesome. We don't sell it at all, but Scott Hepburn is amazing. And the second issue, Drax was like, you know what, I'm going to find one of the Heralds of Galactus, and I'm going to find out where Galactus is, I'm going to beat him up. And he finds Terrax, and Terrax is like, man, I just get drunk now. So they just get drunk.
Also, Fin Fang Foom is in that book as well. So there's another selling point. Green Dragons.
Exactly.
Green Dragons, dude, because, I mean, yeah, from space. From
From
space.
space.
That's the most
right.
important
That's
part.
the most important part.
Is it me again?
It is you now.
It is
Yes.
me again.
I'm done with my Green Dragon
Okay,
from space.
speaking
I'm
of
sorry.
green and space, you know, it used to be Wolverine and Batman owned the entire rack. Now it's Deadpool and Harley Quinn. This is another fun. If you can't get Harley Quinn, this is Harley's Little Black Book. This is a fun team-up book where Harley gets in these crazy mashups with all kinds of characters, and this time it's Hal Jordan's turn. It's a fun outer space adventure. She kind of gets, I think she gets some kind of, as I'm looking at it, it's like some kind of a cool ring, and it's kind of all kind of space demonic on it, but it's more fun. It's Harley Quinn. It's a lot of fun. It's by the great team of Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti doing what they do best, and that's giving you a great, fun excursion with Harley Quinn. This time with some Green Lantern fun. Harley's Little Black Book.
I actually really like that lantern outfit they have for her. The hair spikes are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
That'll be cosplayed soon.
Another book that has some pretty sweet hair in it.
yeah.
Big Return
Uh-oh.
in Image. Low, number 11 is out. This is kicking off the third arc of the series. And it's got these twin covers, these awesome twin covers for twin sisters Della and Tajo, who have recently been reunited. The Kane family is sort of, you know, they suffer losses, I feel like, every single issue.
It is
like,
a Rick Remender comic.
Yeah, so it's super heavy, but they're finally having some nice things happen, which is, you know, it's nice. I like lots of punishment in my Rick Remender comics.
Well, it's going to
personally,
build you up
but-
so that when the hit hurt, you know,
Yeah,
it
they can
hurts
tear it all
more.
down.
Yeah, exactly.
But really, just one of my favorite books that's coming out these days. It's been solid since it first came out, and you know, the image like pacing is kind of paying off for this book. It's
Actually,
keeping
yeah.
it good throughout
Yeah.
the whole run.
And my last pick of the week, I'm very, very excited that this is in English. This is Giganto Maxima by Kentaro Miura, the beast, actually, behind Berserk. Because that is not a man behind Berserk. It's like a dude in either 100 friggin' assistants or like a beast. I like the idea of a beast. Anyway, this is a fantasy sci-fi adventure, one shot. That's right, there's only one. You know, your standard 100 million years after the Great Destruction thing, but there's nothing standard about the giganticness of the monsters that are in here, and holy crap, the level of detail on the feet as they stomp on smaller characters is quite insane. The Empire of Olympus is using colossal beasts to kind of, I guess, police their what's left, the remains, and listen to these names. Only Gladiator Delos, Mystic Prome, and the Titan Gora can save the day. Yes!
Nice.
Sign me up, like right now. If you want some serious action, some serious manga, and, you know, you want a lot of really awesome beatdown in your comic book, go with the Berserk, or the Giganto Maxima. Yes. that it, guys?
That's all I got.
I think that's a lot, huh?
Yeah,
That's probably
that's a
enough.
whole
And
lot.
we've
That's
got
not
even
all
more.
of it.
And there's more. So come in and yeah, show us your smiling face. We'll show you ours. All right, guys. See ya.